Pude conversar com a diretora de cinema Euzhan Palcy, ganhadora de um Oscar honorário e também representante do cinema negro. Ela já dirigiu Assassinato sob Custódia, Rui Cases Negres e Simeon. Enfim, uma grande diretora. Oi, eu sou o cara da cultura e segue o vídeo. Euzhan Palcy, para aqueles que não conhecem, é uma diretora bem representativa de um cinema mais autoral. Ela tem diversos filmes muito interessantes. O seu principal destaque, por assim dizer, é justamente Rui Cases Negras. É o filme de mais destaque dela, o filme que todo mundo elogiou quando saiu, etc. Enfim, é uma grande diretora que eu tive a oportunidade de entrevistar e eu sugiro que você assista a todos os filmes dela, caso já não tenha.
Well, no, I don't think about it. I just do it. You know, my movies is just, are just like me. See, I'm like that, you know, and and always, I used to say that I'm a filmmaker on a mission. My mission is to do what, just to repair what has been damaged regarding, my people, for example, but not only my people, the human being, I would say. Because I used to say, how many times I said that in the past and still today, I'm not Jewish. But trust me, if at the time of the Holocaust or the Shoah situation, I was a filmmaker, I would grab my camera and I would tell a story, to help people to see what it is. You see, that's the kind of person I am. I'm a humanist. So, and my first mission was to put on screen our people, where that was totally absent from the screen in the movies. Or when you had a black character, it would always be in degrading parts, or not great, for many years. Of course, later in Hollywood you had people like Sidney Poitier or others, Harry Belafonte, and some great female actress. But at that time when I grew up, I mean, it was a shock for me, and I knew that I love the movies. I would go to the movies every Sunday with my siblings, and I wouldn't understand why are we not on the screen, or if we are there, it's just like the bad guys, I mean, ugly or whatever. And what shocked me the most, and that still remain with me, is the reaction of my brothers and sisters, I mean my friends, in the theater, when they will see that black person on screen and being kicked, in the butt, or being mistreated, they will laugh. You see, they wouldn't feel it, as if it's him, it's not us. They wouldn't never identify themselves to that black character and feel sorry for him. And that's why and it was so damaging, and that's something always bothered me. So that's why I decided to really be a filmmaker and express all these things, but not to make people one against the other. I mean, I want my work to be universal. I want my work to be just like any race, any gender, I want them to be able, as human, just to relate to my characters. So because this is who I am as a human being. I don't care about your color. I don't care about your creed. What is in front of me is a human being. All I demand is respect, and we can exchange, enrich each other. You see, and also at a very young age, I realized the power of images, how powerful images could be, for good or bad. You see, it was important for me to use that as a weapon to expose, teach, quotation, inform, share, and bring people together. You know, create bridges between cultures. That's what you see in my movies. I'm glad that you pointed out that on the beginning of the film, the credits, the front credits, when we have the black kids and the white one on a dry white season, just playing together with the ball, and what I wanted is I picked that. I did it because I wanted to show all those bodies, how they are rolling over bodies, each other's body, you know, grabbing the ball, fighting for the ball, and you see, and that was what I wanted to send out is that they are innocent, they are not racist. You see, they are not, their head is not polluted yet. You see, and they are just human. You know, they don't care about their color, and they have no problem. So this is how the world, that what should have been. That's the first message I put out there, and I will show how it is not like that. After when they hit a certain age, they make them hate the woman who gives them their milk, because the mother wouldn't be able to do it, the white woman, or wouldn't, because they want to have their breasts very firm, very, you know. So during the colonization, it was like that. Slavery also. The black woman has been feeding the white babies. But then in South Africa, when they came to the adolescence age, they make them hate that person. They separate them. Okay, no more cuddling, no more touching, no more. You are superior. So they cut that cord. And that created a lot of trauma in the head of some of them. Yeah, I discussed with some white South African, and they told me, they said, well, and also there were a lot of rapes. White boys were raping black girls. And then a psychologist said, because when they were babies, they had the smell of the black woman, and they loved all the love was given by those black women. And then when they came to 13 years old and stuff, they said, oh, no more cuddling, no more, you are the master. And that's, you know, it's different. And that those children have to keep inside and dump all their feelings and, you know, ignore that, try to fight against that, you see? And then when they grow up and they go after the black girls and they rape them because they want that stuff, you know, and it's forbidden in their society. And that was very interesting to discover that. So that's why you see all the two bodies, children bodies, rolling like this and holding each other and doing all this. And throughout the film, the relationship, you know, between the white boys and the black one, that the police will can. And when he will say yes, his father will ask him, he will tell his father, I know that the police killed Gordon, the boys. Yeah. The father said, and do you understand why? And I wrote the scene, it's not in the book. And I made him say, I'm not sure that I understand why, but I know it's wrong. You see? And so that's, and what I did also with that child, for me it was a symbol, a way to say thank you and to pay a tribute to those few white kids who were part of the demonstration sometimes. And when the police will grab them, they will treat them worse than the black ones, because for them they are young traitors. And I wanted to pay a tribute to those kids as well. That's why I changed it. In the book, it's just an innocent kids. that going from the mother, the dad, and he's like a baby. No, I said that one, I want him to be a symbol. And I gave him that, and then the father shows him where he's hidden the papers, and he said, if something happened to me, you will know what to do, right? He said, yes, Pa. And I will give you Stanley's phone number, and if anything happened, you call him. And at the end, you have Stanley, the black man, the activist, watching over him when the kids went to deliver the papers, to the news papers, and then he's running like this and jump like on Stanley, that black man, and he's patting his back. Okay, well done, little Lanny. He's very proud of him. So you go back to the picture up front with the two kids, and so all this I wrote all those scenes because that was very important for me to do that, because André Brink, when he wrote the novel, it came out when my movie Sugarcane Alley came out in 1983, and so the apartheid was just like big time, but there was no hope, nothing at that time. That's why the book ends on the infernal machine taking over, going like a bulldozer and crushing people over and over. But in the movie, there is hope with a little boy, and there is a black man as well. And you see? That's the way it was at that time. You see? So I did not invent anything, because I was making a movie, but I had to portray, because when I used to say that when you deal with history, real history, you have no right to betray history. As a filmmaker, that's my opinion. People, they do, that's their problem. But if you want to change things, write your own story. But I feel like we filmmakers, we have a responsibility. And I know my responsibility facing the world and the new generation. If I die tomorrow, or when I die, I should say, I will die in peace, knowing that I did my part. And because I'm thinking of the new generation coming, what do you leave to them? They go by what is in a movie, and they believe that this is the truth. And that is a distorted truth. Like they did about black folks, when the white people in Hollywood, they make their movies and portraying black people like when they are on screen, like terrible people, or the Native American, like awful people, you see? So the new generation coming, they see those Western, and they say, oh my God. And I remember saying, you see, after having seen all those Western with the Native being bad, the scalpers, the killers, and they did that to them. But Hollywood reversed it. They are the bad guys. If one of them was coming to my country or any other country and walking in the streets, they might be so scared they might kill him. You see? Because that was the see on screen. And to scare people, the opinion that they had was, oh my God, a native, oh my God, we are scared, you will kill us. You see? The propaganda. So that's why I'm saying that you cannot and must not do that. You see? And that's what I try to do humbly in my movies. When I deal with history, I want to make sure that it is accurate. I don't invent anything. I take the thing and I make it in the film with my sensibility, with the right people, the right actors to carry this. You see? But it's honest, it's deep, it is the truth. That's what people, they get out of the movie, and that's why in Venice Film Festival, the first buyers on the spot were the Japanese. So people, you see him laughing, saying, what, the Japanese Sugarcane Alley? What's the connection? No, the universality of the movie. They recognize, they loved it, they felt, and the movie was a huge success in Japan. Oh yes, they kept me up 1 month over there to promote the film. And still today, when you talk about Sugarcane Alley, Martinique no Shona, that's the title, Le Petit Garçon Martiniquais, the little Martiniquais boy. In Japan, I mean, you know, they are, the movie is in their mind very presently.
Mas enfim, essa foi a entrevista, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Já assistiram os filmes dela? Não assistiram? Então assistam, por favor. Eu sou o Cara da Cultura e tchau!